switch the webcam and see. I mean, it looks fine. Let me see how it sounds.
Yeah, okay. It's YouTube being stupid again.
Okay, YouTube. Yeah, I don't know. We look fine.
Yeah.
I don't see anything wrong with our stream.
Oh, except for my fucking hair. Hey, stop cursing.
Dumb
I was
bitch.
talking to myself.
All right. Maybe for the next stream I'll make it 1080 or something, or maybe I'll stop the recording. But hi everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to the stream. I'm gonna keep monitoring the stream right here in case there's some bad shit. But I mean, it looks fine.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing anything wrong with it. Advanced, like, yeah, YouTube is dumb as hell. I don't understand what that means.
YouTube streaming is dumb as hell.
Yeah, maybe we should become Twitch streamers. Absolutely not.
Is there a way to cast to both, or
yes, but
that would like fucking kill your CPU or something?
Absolutely not. No, it would be more of an issue. So, like, with you can multi-stream, but with Streamlabs, I have to pay extra, and then I'm not 100% sure how it would work with what's it called? What's his name? OBS, regular OBS.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
It's been a while since I've done it, so I'd have to check.
I think YouTube is our home.
Oh no.
We should go on. What's the other one with all the right wingers? Rumble.
Oh no! You're talking. Well, there's Rumble and then there's Kick.
Kick. That's it. I thought Kick was a messaging app.
That's a different Kick.
How is that not copyright?
Not the same
legal? One. Is it spelled differently?
No, it's
but they're not owned by the same company.
I have no idea.
How are they able to do that?
I don't know.
It's not like I could just call something like, "Oh, I'm going to create a car called Disney." Like, I can't do that.
I don't know. Well, am I dumb? But wasn't it called Kick like that?
Yeah, that's how the message app. How is the streaming one?
Well, this is the messaging app.
Yeah.
We're so dumb. We have an actual topic.
It's literally Kick.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, I got you.
Yeah. So let me fix our camera. I guess because I had the collab cam up.
Oh, right. From when I was fucking glitching out every 5 seconds.
To be fair, I mean, hey, we'll figure it out. We'll get it done. There we go. There we are. We look a little better.
Here I am once again. I'm going to the distance. So, Peter.
Yeah, JJ.
How have you been?
I've been all right.
Yeah.
Working on our video. As expected from us. Not when we planned.
Delays, baby. Let's go. That's the Black Hudson way.
But it'll be out at the beginning, sometime in the beginning of March or April, first 2 weeks, kind of similar to when your video came out. And yeah, it's life shit. That's all. Haven't had enough time to get it down the way I want to. I have the idea, but I just don't have the time to do it right now. So we'll get it there. But we once again really appreciate you guys' support on the video that JJ did produce. We'll definitely be having more videos, so please don't leave us just yet. Give us one more try. 3 strikes you're out, right? So this is our first strike. If we don't have it by April, then you can kill us. And start.
Can say that.
You could DDoS us and you could dox our address.
No, they're going to say that in a legal court document. As you see, my client was just following the live stream that was on March 28th, 2024.
They said to do it. They
mocked my client into doing it. They boasted. Even.
So yeah, we'll have a video. Mine's going to be manga related. JJ's is going to be potentially history related to a movie franchise he likes. So
it has to do with a lizard and a monkey.
Oh, so is that Dragon Ball? Because Piccolo looks
I
like
know,
a
yeah. There you go.
Piccolo
Or
looks,
Cell.
or yeah, sure,
There you
that's
go.
who I wanted. Because yeah, I
Well,
mean, yeah,
Cell looks more like a lizard.
yeah, but he's dead, and Piccolo isn't.
Well, I guess both their relevancy is dead if you think
Yeah,
about it.
yeah. So JJ, today I wanted to talk to you about
Because literally nothing else is going on at
um,
all.
yeah.
Capitalism is ruining video games.
So what I wanted to talk to you today about, JJ, is a big old release. So Dragon's Dogma just came out, and we've had some really fun philosophical conversations about the video game industry. We talked about
Emulation for a little bit.
emulation. We talked about physical media. We've been talking about like the layoffs, and I thought another good avenue to talk about video games, microtransactions. I think we've had a conversation about
I
microtransactions.
think only when it came to Halo, where you were telling me about
How good their battle
Yeah.
pass was gonna be,
Yeah.
and them fucking it up.
Uh huh.
But JJ, microtransactions are fucking up everything.
What?
So Dragon's Dogma just came out. JJ, what do you know about this story? Do you know anything?
I
Because when
know-
I texted you today, you were like, I don't know shit.
I
So
know
okay.
vaguely, I was trying to look up some info, but I still don't really understand. So, from my knowledge, like Dragon's Dogma 2 came out, right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like 15 minutes, an hour later, all of a sudden on the Steam page, there was a bunch of DLC that was just
Yeah, I
posted,
could pull
like,
it up.
a
I
bunch.
could pull it up and show you.
Now, are they like key components to like the gameplay? Like, oh, like if you buy this,
Real
then,
quick.
like,
Full disclosure, we haven't played the game.
oh yeah, no.
So
I actually
in the comments, tell us how much you hate the fact that people who haven't played the game are talking about a game.
yeah, I actually bought a Rise of Ronin instead, and I'm kind of happy I did.
I heard bad stuff about that game.
Listen, graphically does not look the best, but like a reviewer actually put it the best way. Rise of Ronin is like McDonald's, and sometimes you just want McDonald's in your video games. Now, for the price they're charging for the graphic quality is not great, but it's just one of those like open worlds where you just do a bunch of side quests and overpower your character, and then
Mm-hmm.
do the main story later type of games. And like I get sucked into those very easily, so I've been having fun with it gameplay wise. And Ninja Theory, Team Ninja Theory.
The guys,
I think it's Ninja
yeah.
Theory. The guys who did Neo,
Neo, yeah,
yeah,
Neo.
Neo. Their gameplay is always great. So, yeah, the gameplay is really fun. Graphics kind of look like dog water, but yeah, no, it's fun.
So let me make it a little better here. So these are all the microtransactions in the game.
Right.
So
don't-
like some
They don't seem too expensive though.
no, it's not expensive, but the issue that most people are having with the game is like with these microtransactions is like this is like a kit that people can use in the game to make things a little more effective and easier. Same with these lures. Now, obviously, you can get a lot of these things in game. It's like you have like these port keys, these port crystals,
Right.
and they're pretty much used for like fast travel. And essentially, it's like, oh, I can just buy these. And then you could buy rift crystals, which
So
allow you to
instead
buy
of-
cosmetics in the store, I believe.
But like you can,
Yeah.
you can get all this stuff in games.
Yes,
still.
you can get all this stuff in the game.
Okay, so
still.
then what is the issue?
I think the biggest issue that a
Because
lot of people are feel. Well, yeah. Let me hear how your initial thoughts before I get into it.
Because I think on the video that I watched, I don't know how accurate this is, but they said something similar. Like this is a Capcom practice now because when Resident Evil 4 came out, the remake, something similar happened. But those were all like cosmetic and weapons wise, so those were all optional type of content. Which is fine. We'll get into a broad scheme of microtransactions, but I feel cosmetically microtransactions fine. Like it's just to make your gun look pretty or your character look pretty. I have no problem.
But
with
these
whatsoever.
aren't making your
But
gun look
these are
pretty.
actual gameplay elements which is like, it's almost like being like, hey, I bought this $80 game that's going to last me a really long time. But how about instead I just pay money so I can finish the game quicker?
Well, to be fair, a lot of these microtransactions, a lot of these things are gated. You can only buy 5 of these wake stones. You can't buy any more. You buy this one, you're done. You can buy the next one, next one, next one, next one, next one. Then you're done. You can't buy anymore.
So I could buy
Same
only
with these
A and not
rifts.
A, B, C, D.
You
E.
could buy all 5 of them,
Okay.
and you're done. You can't buy any more. Like, you can't keep
But
buying A.
these things can be found in the game without paying
Yeah.
for it. Okay, so then I reiterate my point. So what is the problem? Like, I get it if people want to pay for this to like get done quicker and stuff, and this isn't even a multiplayer game, so it's not like it's affecting like, with COD where you like put in a bunch of money and could possibly get a rare gun that just like annihilates everyone, right?
Yeah.
Like that's shitty to me, and
It's crazy
because
because it never used to be like that. Now you can get like
Yeah.
ultra level guns and COD
Yeah,
and
that's
kill people.
that's dog shit to me. Like, if you want to be good at a game, you have to put money into it, kind of thing. Like those cheap little fucking apps or whatever, like gotcha games or something like that. But if the elements are in the game, then I really don't see a problem with this at all. Like, I understand like the knee jerk reaction. It's like, oh, what? So like, what's the point of me even playing this game? You can still just play the game though, and it's just an option for people that for some reason buy an $80 game and want to get it completed the quickest way possible. Like,
so
whatever.
Let me get into it a little
It's
bit.
different
for why people
Okay,
are
yeah.
upset. Because I understand your point, and that's how I felt initially going into this story and seeing all the backlash.
Mhm.
I was also like, it's cosmetic. It's not cosmetic. It's you can earn it in game. It doesn't matter.
To put my argument into the simplest terms possible, if the elements exist in the game and you can get them in the game, then I'm fine with it. If it's something like, oh, this unlimited weapon that you can only buy or you can only use if you buy that DLC, then that's shitty. But if it exists in the game and you're able to get it, that's fine. That's my stance in a small little nutshell.
So like
but sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
No, so like I know exactly what you're saying and what like how you feel too. But
What are people?
I don't know
Or like
why everyone is saying that.
Catma.
I've never heard that.
What is Catma?
Dude, it must be a meme in the community.
Do they
that I don't
want
know.
us to say Catma?
I don't know what it means. But essentially, one of the biggest reasons why people are upset with this is while yes, they're cheap, you can get it in game, it doesn't really matter. The biggest issue that people are having is the fact that the game is $70.
Right.
The game is $70. These things and they weren't put in anywhere until the game was released.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't in any sort of promo, which happens a lot with games. They have the promo stuff. They have the streamers fucking play the game, and then once the game comes out, they'll put the microtransactions in.
Right.
Whatever. The problem is people aren't happy because they're already being told, hey,
You're gonna pay.
I have to pay $70 to play this game.
Yeah.
And now you're trying to nickel and dime me for an extra $5. And like, you're right. Like, I don't have to. And that's something that I agree. Like, I don't have to buy these transactions. There's nothing forcing me to buy these things because I can just get them in the game.
Yeah.
But what's making people upset is the fact that, like, why even bother putting this practice in? Because now people are going to buy it. It's going to incentivize these companies to keep doing it.
Yeah.
People who are defending it are going to keep, like, I understand your point, but now you're defending the idea that companies can just keep putting microtransactions in games, in $70 games, and even then, Like, what if that game is a multiplayer game, like COD?
That's true.
Like, and they do,
Yeah.
they do put those in games, but it's just like
I
keep it out of our
yeah.
single player games at this point. Because like Helldivers has a
Yeah.
shit ton of microtransactions, but the thing about that, which is kind of to your point, like I can collect the super credits. I don't have to buy super credits.
Yeah.
And then
it's all pure cosmetic.
that's a lie.
Or actually with guns.
No,
and stuff,
the guns are not cosmetic. The guns are pay to win.
But like, it's different for me, at least with Helldivers, is because it's not really pay to win because you're playing as a group, so you're not like competing against other people, which is fine. If anything, it benefits your team wherever you go. Like with COD and stuff, you're directly competing against people, unless if you're in like a team or whatever. But like, you're directly like paying so that your shotgun can blast the default shotgun to fucking smithereens. You know what I mean? So I still feel it's a little different for Helldivers. And Helldivers base game is only $40. So
yeah,
if you
there's so
to,
much more to
like,
it.
I was talking to
there's so
friend
many
of the channel, Joe, and he's like, "Yeah, I spent up to like $20 in super credits because I already paid $40 for this thing.
So now I feel better.
So now I feel better in supporting it by dumping in that extra 20 into cosmetic, different guns, stuff like that. Like Helldivers 2 is doing the microtransaction thing good, I believe. But I guess I see where this is coming from. I didn't really know the price point. That is a little shitty. If anything, I feel like if they had just waited a little later, it would have been fine. But like the fact that it like pretty much appeared right when the game was launched,
and to
it's
be
a little
fair,
shitty.
no one really because this isn't new for Capcom. Like you said, they've
Capcom
done it with Resident Evil 4.
Times, yeah.
They did it with Resident Evil 4, so it's not new. I think it's just like at this point with how
Capcom lost goodwill for no reason. Now they're a Lapcom.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, it's just like especially with their first game and how I think even when the first game came out, it was
very
$20.
Yeah,
it was $20.
Like, barely anyone fucking like it was like a cheap kind of thing.
Now you're putting this game at fucking AAA status,
and all the reviews I've seen, it's like this isn't really like a everyone jumping kind of thing. Like it's for a very specific kind of player.
This game,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I played Dragon's Dogma. It's not an easy game to get into.
No, yeah, I bought it a while back, and I was just like, I could see the appeal, but it's just not for me, kind of thing.
But I do love that modders were able to negate the microtransactions. They pretty much made it to where you could just purchase all the items in the game itself rather than paying for it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's really, really funny.
Yeah.
But I mean, it ultimately comes up with the bigger question, which is like, are microtransactions killing the video game industry? And I want to show you, like,
I'll show you keep buying them.
Yeah, of course. Let me show you.
Like I know that's stupid and simple, but I mean, yeah, if players keep buying microtransactions and keep complaining about them, well, it's your fucking fault. You know what I mean?
So I was watching this video about microtransactions.
Mm-hmm.
Think about this number right here. This came out 4 days ago from gaming news source 100% CNBC.
Hell yeah, dude.
The gaming industry rakes in more money than the movie industry, the music industry, and
because
like comics and books.
A movie ticket, while expensive, like $12, and that's split toward the fucking theater and stuff like that. A $70 game, and like if like 100 people buy it, is fucking insane.
Well, that's the thing. It's not the box sales of the game that are making the gaming industry $183 billion.
It's the microtransactions.
It's the microtransactions.
I've rarely bought microtransactions.
You
ever.
don't.
Right, yeah, me. And I don't play a lot of multiplayer, so that also plays a factor.
I think it was like, look at this article from 2022.
Kotaku.
let me blow it up so other people can see it.
Does microtransactions count for DLC or is that separate?
No, that counts as that's like an
Oh,
original
then
form.
oh
That's
shit
an
then.
original form of
Oh
microtransaction.
fuck. One of the
Subscriptions,
scummiest.
DLC, and microtransactions make up 60% of video game sales in 2021. We were all stuck in our
Fucking
houses.
Persona 3, fucking the answer. Hey,
Dude,
how
yeah,
about you
but
pay
you
$40
see,
more
why aren't
dollars?
people talking about that too?
Yeah.
Like, why am I paying? People are already paying $70 for Persona 3
Not
Reload.
an original
And
game,
they
it's a
paid,
remake.
and they played, and some people even paid 120 for the deluxe edition.
Yeah.
They now have to
But now
shell
they have to,
out
yeah.
another
You
$30
paid for
to play.
some people paid an ultimate edition of Persona 3, being like, all right, I got all the DLC. This is what the fuck is this announcement now?
Wait. You're telling me I
I
gotta
gotta pay
spend
another 40
more
fucking dollars.
money?
And the first two waves are one of them's just costumes, and I forgot what the other wave was. And then I can play the answer DLC, like the fuck. And I'm gonna buy it. Like I am. Like it's an inevitability. Um but yeah, no, DLC makes such a. You know what the scummiest DLC was ever by our friends Capcom? So there was this game. I don't know if you know it. It came out during the 360 era, stuff like that. It was called Azora's Wrath. Have you ever heard of this game?
Yes, I do know this game.
So do you know where I'm going with this?
No.
So in the game, each of the levels are separated by, I believe, chapters, kind of like The Walking Dead, right?
Okay.
So launch game comes with 4 chapters, right? The fourth chapter kind of ends ambiguously, but it's like, all right, that was a good Black Sheep game, like pretty good. Capcom, what the fuck is this? The final chapter was DLC, and it's in the game's files, and to unlock it, you had to pay like I don't know what it was, like $5 or $6 to unlock that final chapter. So you bought the full game and you didn't get the whole story. Now you have to pay an extra $5-6 to get the final chapter. So Capcom's been doing this since fucking day one.
Yeah, they've
Yeah.
been, but all of these companies.
Remaster Azora's Wrath.
I mean, look at this. EA at the end of
Oh,
2023.
EA's totally.
At the end of 2023,
FIFA's a huge game too. Just
made
with microtransactions.
$1.7 billion
Yeah.
in the fourth quarter. Record sales. And if that means record sales 1.7 billion, that means the quarter before was probably 1.2.
Yeah.
The quarter before that, maybe 1.2. Like $1 billion each quarter. You're telling me they made $4 billion in 1 year?
Right.
On top of like, but look at this. They make $1.3 billion on the live service aspect and only $618 million on the game. So
they're really banking on the microtransactions. For
companies, especially with like live service games, are banking on the microtransactions. It's why Destiny was like attacked so violently for their microtransactions a while ago, because their microtransactions model is not only fucking stupid. I'm telling you. So if you want to play all the DLC right now, there's like 15 different ways to fucking purchase it.
Right.
And it makes no sense.
Yeah.
You could buy the DLC outright and get everything. You could buy this bundle they have and not get everything. You can buy like a starter kit, which gives you one DLC, but also still not give you everything. So it makes no sense how their model is. On top of that, all of their cosmetics are paid. You pretty much have to pay silver to get a lot of their cosmetics, which is fine. That's fine. But the biggest problem is their battle pass is increasing in price. Their DLC for each expansion has increased in price. I made a video 2 years ago about Destiny's microtransaction issues and how
I remember that.
they went from like the deluxe edition being $80 to, I think, to their most recent expansion at the time going up to $100 for less stuff.
Right.
And now it's probably even worse, like 120 for all the same
those types
thing.
of games is because you're already deep into it. So as the company, you're like, well, these fuckers are gonna buy
Yeah,
either
I'm
way.
deep into it, but
Yeah,
imagine like one of my coworkers.
like now you could never start Destiny.
Yeah, I
Like as
tried.
a new player,
My coworker of mine tried to start playing Destiny, and he asked me, "What should I buy?"
yeah,
And I was like, "That's a tough question because
hmm
you willing to spend $200 on this game?
yeah,
Like,
which is
he's
insane.
like to tell somebody, yeah, Beyond Light is still $60.
I hope they're better, Bungie. I hope they're better with this with their new release, which Marathon. But they're probably going to keep the same
No, that game might
type
have
of
even come
energy,
out.
or
No,
that
no, no.
either. Yeah.
They apparently so a leak with Bungie was
Why are there so many leaks in this fucking industry?
so easy to fucking figure
Yeah,
shit out, dude. You just
yeah.
talk to the right person. Um, so apparently, if the final shape doesn't work out, like doesn't give Bungie the money
What's
they need,
sorry? What's the
final
final
shape is their next DLC.
for Destiny?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the final shape is their next DLC, the end of the Light and Darkness saga. They have been told if the final shape doesn't work out,
Mhm.
current leadership will cash in their fucking checks and bounce. Sony will be taking over Bungie,
Oh,
and they will be reallocating resources to Destiny only, getting rid of all of their projects, which is Marathon and
so like Destiny 2 will
Gummy
last forever.
Bears, or they make a new Destiny.
Or Destiny 3. They'll probably just make a third one, honestly.
But like that's a whole different fucking situation.
Yeah.
But it even goes back to that. Like Bungie, the reason why they're at this point is because last year
Mhm.
they expected microtransactions and game sales for the DLC to be through the roof because of how well the Witch Queen was received and how well everyone buying expansion everything related to Destiny because the Witch Queen was so good. And then Lightfall came out and it was fucking a dog shit story. Was the game really good? Absolutely, in terms of its gameplay.
Mhm.
But a lot of people, especially right now, are playing for the story. And if your story is dog shit,
Yeah.
no one wants to play your DLC. Like it's unfortunate. Like people are, as much as people don't think about it, people are playing Destiny for its story. Like you may not think about the story and the lore a lot when you're playing the game,
Yeah.
but you're playing it for the story. If this
All I know is Tyrion Lannister was
was
floating
Dinklebot,
head.
yeah, he was Dinklebot, and then they got rid of him for Nolan North. Love that man.
Hey, Nolan North.
And like they projected sales must have been so fucking astronomical because they missed their mark by 45%. How do you miss almost half of your mark? Like they must have had such crazy fucking like projections for their game if they were like, damn, we're not even making 50%.
Yeah.
We're only making just over 50% of what we projected to our stakeholders. And that's why they laid off a bunch of people at the company.
Yeah.
And why Sony is really fucking pissed with them. Like Sony's like, we are extremely disappointed in Bungie's management and leadership. And yeah,
Same boys who made Halo.
and it's gone all downhill. And it's like the same thing. And that's what like a lot like I pulled up like capitalism is killing video games. And there's a lot of aspects to the industry that make this what the fuck is it called? Title for an article. Very prevalent to right now. It's going on with Dragon's Dogma. What's been going on with the gaming industry for years. And it kind of all trickles down to what we've been talking about over like the last month or two, which is just people are extremely fucking greedy.
Yeah.
You know what so I want to see if I can pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up and got my headphones on me. I do.
Yeah. Little green fuck trying to get up there. Look at this
Little dumb shithead. Let's see if I can find it and
loser.
I'll play it. But
Okay.
essentially the boss at Larian, the guys who made Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
They had another award show today or this week for the GDC, which is the Gaming Developers Conference. Plug that bad boy in. I'm gonna have to do some bullshit real quick.
Yeah.
Now let's make sure the audio is working.
To audio. I can hear it on mine.
Okay, I want to make sure it was playing here.
Yeah.
So Larry.
Wow, man pulls up his own fucking video.
Boss. Yeah, I did.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, but no one can see
That's
it, I guess, right?
nuts. All right, cool, man.
GDC.
J.K. Simmons, Baldur's Gate. Wait, he's in Baldur's Gate 3?
Beach. Is he? That's crazy.
I don't know. That was just what came up on that thing.
You know what? I'll just do this. Scale up. I will shill for this guy in my
I know
This video is brought to you by
guy.
You have like a little love boner for him.
He's who I want to like. If I could make videos, these are the videos I want to make. Like, I try to do that, and it's a lot of work.
Handheld sounds like a pretty good win. Vinky's in Game of the Year. Say the highlight was rolled stew.
I've been fighting with publishers my entire life, so it's like, and I keep on seeing. I keep on seeing the same
I believe it.
over and over and over, and it's always
you
the
even buy it or not?
profits. The only thing that matters is the numbers, and then you fire everybody, and then like next year you're going to say, shit, I'm out of developers, and you're going to start hiring people again, and then you do acquisitions, and then you put them in the same loop again, and it's just been broken and broken and broken. You don't have to.
Is this man
You just
about to
can
pull a
make reserves.
hypocrisy, or
Slow down a little bit, slow down on the greed, be resilient, take care of the people, don't lose the institutional knowledge that's been built up in all of those people that you lose every single time, so that you have to go through the same cycle over and over and over. Right?
That man said that at the gaming conference in front of hundreds of people.
I'm still waiting for you to say, and then they had mass layoffs.
No.
No? Okay.
No, that's
what
the guys who made Game of the Year.
Yeah.
That's the guys who made Game of the Year. Him saying, the boss. Yeah, every other boss is a fucking idiot for firing their employees.
Well, sir,
and he's right.
He's
right.
Even the Helldivers CEO, or the lead man, I'll say.
Yeah.
Like, Helldivers 2 had such a good, like, marketing campaign. Like, I don't think they knew how much this game was going to blow the fuck up because of TikTok and just, like, viral videos in general being like, oh, yo, this game is sweet. You're just chilling with the boys, killing bugs. And it's like, that's fucking awesome. And, like, the servers were down for a long time. And he refused. He was like, listen, we're not going to hire a bunch of new people just to fucking fire them. Like, we're going to figure some shit out. And eventually they did by kicking people who weren't actively playing the game,
boosting their servers,
boosting their servers,
getting more servers up.
That's the way to do it.
I think they even still wanted to hire more people. I think they still hired more people.
Yeah, but they didn't like overreact and like put on 10 and get rid of 5 or something like that.
And that's the problem with the gaming industry now, is that everyone is
us being two white guys who's never worked in the gaming industry.
No, but we are. I feel like
as consumers,
at least for me, like I'm really in deep with. Like I watch a gaming news show every Wednesday.
Yeah,
I watch reviews. I listen to the gaming stories.
Yeah, I watch Fox News every day, and I know everything going around them. That's a joke. I'm not ruining.
I love this. I love this industry. I love games. We both grew up playing video games.
Yeah.
I always wanted to be in the gaming industry in some way.
Can I be a little nihilistic?
Sure.
Here? We keep having this conversation though, and nothing's going to happen over it.
No,
we've had this conversation with the Star Wars Battlefront. Do you remember that?
Yep.
When it first launched, you bought a $60 game.
JJ, that's in this video.
Exactly. You bought a $60 game. You only had 3 maps, and then you had to buy for the expansion pack or whatever the fuck they call it.
Yeah.
Like that was crazy. Whereas like Battlefront 2, like, it didn't even have a fucking campaign. Like, it was just like, if you ain't playing this online, what are you doing?
You know what's the craziest part?
And I heard Diablo. I don't know anything about Diablo,
but
I heard
Diablo.
That's a new one? Or
no.
4?
Diablo 4. I know Diablo Immortal has the worst transactions. The mobile games. The mobile game.
Well, yeah, it's a mobile game.
Diablo 4 isn't a mobile game. Immortal is.
No, that's what I mean.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It has the worst transactions.
What about 4? Is 4 doing that too?
4 has typical live service.
Okay.
Typical live service.
I've never played any of the
Nothing crazy.
Diablo games. So.
But like,
I know people like them, but
for me, what sucks about it is like to have last year over 250,000 people be laid off, and that number is already exceeded this year, and it's already March, or it's close to being exceeded, and it's only the end of March, beginning of April. That sucks.
No, yeah.
That's more people that could have been making creative stuff. That's more people that have lost their job. Because you're right. Like, what makes Helldivers so cool, and what a really good story in the gaming industry, $40 game. Yes, backed by Sony, but a $40 game, small studio, ambitious title from what they originally came out with Helldivers 1.
Yeah.
A completely different game. And then it doing so well because of word of mouth, the way the gameplay feels, the gunplay. And no one caring about the microtransactions because the way they had things set up was allowing people to play the game.
We even just
earn stuff.
Look at a recent example with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Like,
over-glorified DLC.
Just not even a full game.
Like, it was an over-glorified DLC. And people still bought it. It was one of the best-selling games of last year.
Yeah.
Because
they got Dr. Disrespect to fucking play Helldivers too.
Yeah, bro, they got him to get off Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I will never forget this thing I heard from one of the people I watch. Her name's Alana Pierce. She used to be IGN. She now works for Santa Monica. The guy's behind God of War.
Yeah.
And she still does a lot of gaming review stuff and gaming news stuff. But when The Last of Us 2 came out, and there was a whole fucking controversy about Joel dying and
stuff like that,
and all that shit, and everyone being pissed, saying, "I'm going to boycott this game."
Yep.
That game was the best-selling game of that year.
Yeah.
You know why?
Yeah.
Because only 10% of the people, all people bitching and moaning online equate to like 10% of the actual sales that go to gaming. We are part of that 10%. Motherfucker, we're like the 1% because we got 2 people watching our stream. Yeah, we got 2 people watching our stream. Like, that's how insignificant the people who care about the gaming industry are. But I also really care about this industry, and I want more people to understand and comprehend.
It's like with Twitter. Like, Twitter would be like, I hate this about it. I'm like, these are a bunch of fucking idiot high schoolers that don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Like, as a company, I would just be like, ignore everything from Twitter ever because they're always wrong. They're overreactionary little fucking shit.
That's what happened with the No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
They just was like, everyone get off.
They're still doing free updates, and I saw someone.
I love that.
Someone posted a meme. Let me see if hold on. I'll send it to you so you can, because it's a good meme.
That shit's so like, even though that game should never have come out in such a poor state, where they are now, where they've won like best community game for like 10, like over like 3 or 4 times, shows how much they cared about the game versus the profits.
Right.
Because they should have at this point, they should be making me pay for that game. Yeah. Pay for that shit. And,
right,
and they have not. And they have not forced me to pay for their shit.
Oh, yeah.
And I just think that shit is hilarious. That like they're still telling me that I could buy their game for free. Let's see what this.
It's from the official Sean Murphy account.
That's so funny. Sean, please stop. You can rest now. Your game is good. We forgave you 10 updates ago. It's free. I have money. That's so true, though. It's like at this point, like they've
with
done
good faith with your customer service. Then eventually, when you're like, all right, this one you're gonna have to pay, we'll be like, yeah, okay, that's fine.
All right, you got me.
Like even like with Helldivers now, it's still, it's the same surplus of planets and stuff like that with different elements, and it's like randomly generated and stuff. And they're announcing DLC with like new capes, new guns, and stuff like that. But like a year, hell, even 4 or 6 months down the line, if they're like, hey, we're gonna release some new planets, you're gonna have to pay $10-$15 for them, I'd be like, yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, we've played this a good amount, and we bought the game for $40. I feel like that's
I
fair
mean,
enough.
who knows how they're gonna change the
Yeah.
way like DLC if works in Helldivers, if they even do DLC, if anything. I mean, there's also like
Which is the most shocking thing to me is the Spider-Man games. Besides the one costume, but that like is for charity and stuff, like the new DLC
all of its free
ones.
cosmetic.
All of it is free. You earn it in the game. There's no like, oh, you have to pay for a thing, like, because that's an easy. Like, you want the Sam Raimi suits? Fuck you, $5.99.
I mean, to be
that's
fair,
so
that
easy.
that like to me that one's a little different to like Dragon's Dogma, which is like their only publisher is Capcom, whereas like Spider-Man, their publisher is the PlayStation guys.
Sony and
Yeah, Sony and Marvel,
no, not Marvel. What am I thinking of?
Insomniac Games.
Insomniac Games.
Well, Insomniac's the game developer. Sony is the publisher.
Oh, right.
And Sony was bought, or Insomniac was bought by Sony. So like it makes sense that they're not going to like dump it heavy with microtransactions.
Right.
That's their microtransaction goals are through their live services like Helldivers. So that's where they're going to get their like that little disgusting little microtransaction hell. But like you're also right though, like it
Or the greatest multiplayer game of all time, the finals.
Yeah, like the finals is microtransactions are just like, but like with the finals, that one makes sense. That game's free.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Same
like,
with Fortnite.
So like, why wouldn't you
Or
at this
Roblox.
point spend money on a game that's for free?
Yeah.
I feel like, like my logic is like, if a game's free, I'm gonna spend up. If I want to, I'm gonna spend up to $60 on this game, and after that, like, that feels excessive unless I really like the game.
Yeah.
Like, I had Call of Duty Cold War for free. I didn't buy it. I got lucky and got it for free.
How'd you get it for free?
I think it was through my brother or something like that.
Yeah.
I got it for free.
Is that one good?
I liked it. I played it a fuck ton out of it.
I need another World War.
I played it so much that I bought skins because I liked the game.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, this skin is $20. I'll buy it.
You know
I
what?
want Samantha in a wedding dress for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
You know what? You know what game recently had our boy in it? Call of Duty. The Moha Abdi is in Call of Duty.
Paul Atreides is
Paul
not in
Atreides.
COD.
It
You're
is.
fucking
Yeah,
with
it's
me,
a
dude.
skin.
Paul, Dune, Call of Duty.
Silence.
That you're fucking with me. That's crazy. Oh my god, what is this?
Moha Abdi, dude. There he is. Catching dubs. Not actually.
Nah, give me the gameplay. I don't. What
With the
fuck
shitty.
is this?
Not,
Dude, Paul should not be wielding a fucking
a
AK.
gag.
That's crazy. That's fucking crazy.
You got Timothy Chalamet fucking, oh, look at the cool face rendering technology. It's like, this is weird.
Yeah. What's even weirder is like, bro, it's so weird seeing
It's just
fucking
so out of place.
Austin Butler and
Like, I think they had a boys one too for Call of Duty where you
They
could play
did,
as
yeah.
like Homelander, A
Yeah.
Train, and stuff like that. The only cool Call of Duty DLC that they did a while back, or I don't know if it was DLC or update, was I think it was for like a Godzilla movie, and like literally like Godzilla was in the background of the match, and like he could breathe atomic breath and like completely destroy the environment and stuff like that. And it's like that's dope instead of just being like,
Yes,
what if
yes,
they did
yes.
a
They
lizard
had,
costume?
they had him. They had.
And I think they had one for Kong.
Yeah,
too,
but
or
guess
maybe it was
what? Now
just
they
Godzilla.
have them back in the game.
Oh, that's fucking see. That's what I don't like. That's stupid.
So
That-
Kong.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys.
Yeah,
I'm gonna show,
show Kong, dude.
I'm gonna show you guys.
Look at Monkey. Oh,
Godzilla.
whoa, that's Godzilla.
And
It's not
it's
just a-
Kong.
Over glorified cosmetic.
Wow.
Is Call of Duty even about military? Like a
No.
realistic military
Oh, dude,
simulation?
Nicki Minaj is in the game.
Yeah, she
Nicki
is.
Minaj is in the game. The game is not about military shooting anymore.
Remember the Call of Duty 1 through 3 were all about World War II, and they had like
Remember
awesome
Modern
guns.
Warfare Call of Duty 4? How cool that
Remember
game was?
World at War?
That game was,
That was
sick.
fun. That
And
was
how
the
big
best
of
Call
a...
of Duty hands down.
And if you wanted to play zombies, you had to beat the campaign.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, what the fuck
Oh,
is
what's
this?
fucking JFK, or wait, no,
That's Black Ops 1. That's Black Ops 1.
2?
There's 1.
Okay.
2 is, and that was so cool.
Yeah.
5 was such a fun map.
And then all of a sudden they're like, now we're in the future. I'm like, oh, okay. Now, Advanced Warfare. Didn't you guys do this already? No, but you could jump in this one. Couldn't you do that in Black
Yeah,
Ops?
but Infinite
No,
Warfare, now you're in space.
Yeah, now you're in space. Is that cool?
And now you can play as Ghost, your favorite character, except he's not in this game. It's just the fucking mask.
Call of Duty sucks. Cold War?
But you know what? Let's bring back Modern Warfare. That's the game people want. Boost to the ground.
This is what infuriates me the most with this shit, okay? I bought Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I'm like, oh, they just remastered this. This must be the remaster. I'm like, this isn't the fucking... What the fuck is this?
This is a whole new game.
There's a separate remaster called Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. And then there's Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And I was like, what's this Warzone shit? I don't remember downloading Warzone. This is completely my fault. I didn't look into this. But the fact that it's like a common... like I rarely touch Call of Duty. But I'm like, I remember Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I'll give this a shot. I'm like... What the fuck what is happening? This isn't even the first entry level. What the fuck? It's and then Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, but it's not Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. It's a remake of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 without calling it a fucking remake. Or Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 2023, right?
22, I think.
22 or something like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Again, there's no distinction between the titles. As a consumer, I'm confused as fuck. And fucking the maps in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 weren't even in the remake version. The fucking airport one was in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, which first debuted in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense. I'm going to say it.
And that's why capitalism is ruining video games, everybody. If only I had a soundboard, I could have the little clap there.
That's the same effect. Or it's just fucking up our audio and we're going in and out.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
That's definitely what happened.
Yeah.
But, Jay, the whole reason I wanted to bring up Dragon's Dogma today was because ultimately the gaming industry is a giant fucking bubble, just like every fucking industry.
And it's up to us to pop it.
It's up to
Black Hudson.
How often do you actually buy microtransactions?
Rarely. I'm all single player. I barely play multiplayer. The only multiplayer game I'm playing right now is Helldivers. That's literally it.
I think I bought microtransactions for Overwatch.
Like, I miss when Capcom would do like Marvel vs. Capcom, right? Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and then you're like, okay, well, I can bank on they'll make like an Ultimate Edition, so I'll just wait until that. Oh, look, they just came out with the Ultimate Edition. Now I can have Ghost Rider, stuff like that.
Whoa, no, it's
but now it's like they don't even do that anymore. It's like, fuck you, pay the DLC, suck my dick.
Fuck you. If you want Gogeta, you're gonna have to pay for Gogeta.
Oh, you want Street Fighter 5? How about Street Fighter 5 Championship Edition? Oh, why can't I just buy the Champion Edition now? Wait, does it come with everything? It does. Did you just ask me if it came with?
You want to play? You want to play
everything in your game?
You want to play the answer?
You want to play the answer?
You paid how much for the regular game? Fucking idiot!
$70?
$70? Well, guess what, dipshit?
Okay, dumb shit.
Give me another 35.
And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, you do. I just paid 15 for Game Pass. And I'm good as gold.
Well, I mean, I did want to own Persona so I could play it for when Xbox's servers tumble and burn and crash.
Yeah.
Dude, I am paying for Pass now. It is nice, but
oh, you are?
Yeah.
I got you on that shit?
Yeah. It's nice. I haven't really... I played a little bit of Lies of P?
Lies of P.
It was pretty fun.
The game just hit 10 million copies, I think.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, across DLC.
So how do they count that within this kind of stuff?
Installs.
Because it's not
installs. They can try.
Oh, the next thing I want to try is Starfield, just to see what people are talking about.
That's what I like about Game Pass. I think if you're going to spend any money on this industry outside of the game itself,
have a working PC
or just an Xbox, you got an Xbox.
Yeah.
I mean, even with PlayStation, same thing.
Yeah,
their streaming services are worth. I mean, just look at this. Mm-hmm. You were talking about before. I can play Diablo 4 now.
Yeah.
On this. You know what that means? Next up, they might put Overwatch and Call of Duty on this shit,
Yeah.
and I can play Call of Duty.
But much
on
like
here.
Amazon Kindle and all that fun and jazz, and even Steam,
All this will go away.
all this will go away, and you don't own anything.
Well, this this one
That's why
I
physical
can.
media rules. Even
See,
though
like-
now it doesn't even matter because you have to download the fucking disc. So even though you bought the disc, you don't even own the fucking thing.
Well, to be fair,
That's why
with this, I'm okay with the sad reality that I will no longer
because you're only
have
paying
these
$10.
games.
Yeah.
I'm paying you're paying 10. I'm paying 15 for Ultimate because I want to play on my phone.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Like I totally understand that I'm going to be losing these.
Oh no.
This one's the sad one.
Yeah.
All these games can go away.
Once Steam dies,
Yeah.
if it ever dies, which eventually it has to.
The
Right?
burning heat of the universe. Yeah. I mean, like, look at all these games I could play. I got all the Doom games. I got Dune Spice Wars. I actually wanted to start playing this game. Apparently, it's really good.
What is it?
It's
it
a
RTS?
RTS, yeah.
I'm not good at those.
You can play all the Fallout games. You can play Far Cry. You can play Firewatch if you're interested in that game. You can play all the Halos.
Scroll up a little bit.
Like you and me can play Halo Reach together. Think about that. We can play.
Finally, Jesus.
We could play Legendary together and get mad at each other.
Let's go, dude. With the Gears of War thing, they don't have 2 or 3. What the fuck? What if I want to play the whole fucking trilogy?
It's the Ultimate Edition right here.
No, isn't that just the first one?
No, it's got all of them. I think.
There's no way the main story is just 8 hours for all 3 of them. I think it's just the first one.
That's crazy.
And they don't even have the prequel up there. Like, you fucking own it. Just put it all out there. I know, I forget what the prequel was called. Judgment or something like that. I know that one didn't get stellar reviews, but even still, like, even if a game is bad, just have it out for people who want to buy it. Like, fucking Resident Evil has Raccoon City, and that game was trash to fucking oblivion, but Capcom still fucking puts it out. It's like, yeah, this game is shit, but, some people are going to
I can play Madden.
Cool. Why would you?
I don't know. I can play the Mass Effect Legendary Edition.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny because they have the games.
Yeah, they have the original ones,
and then you can just play the remasters.
Yeah.
Which is insane. It's like,
well, because they don't have an ass shot.
Like,
they block the ass shot in those. If I want to play the OGs with the ass shot.
Wait, they do?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, they re-angled the camera, which it doesn't matter. I'm just being like.
No, I know, but that's kind of funny though.
Yeah, it's a little goofy.
You can play Ori games if you've never played those yet. You and your girlfriend can play Overcooked together on your PC.
I want to yell at my girlfriend.
Yeah, but it's fun.
You know what I have?
We can play Pal World together.
I put her onto this game called Unpacking, which is a lot of fun. It's just literally like you're just
yeah.
It's like the most calm, relaxing game ever, and Steph loves it.
JJ, you can play Resident
I can
Evil.
play Scorn.
You can play Scorn.
I can play SD Gundam Battle.
Have you ever played Scorn?
No.
Do you know what that game is?
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of gross, right?
Yeah.
You could play Monkey Island if you ever played that game.
I think I already own those.
Well, that's the new one.
I have
that's
them
the
on
new
Steam.
One. Let's see.
There's a new Monkey Island.
Yeah, it's the new one. Return to Monkey Island, right here.
Is that any good?
I've never played it.
Oh, okay.
You can play Battlefront 2.
No.
You can play Jedi Fallen Order.
I already played that one. I still haven't. It's
this one you should at least try to beat.
I beat that one.
Oh, okay.
That one I beat, but the new one, like, I'm just like, I'll wait till it lowers, and like it's out. Oh, excuse me.
You're good.
That was nasty. That one's like $30 now, and I'm like, it's still not worth it. I'm not.
You can play Skyrim.
I've already played Skyrim like 10
but you
times.
can play it again.
I probably will after this.
You can play the Outer World. You can play all the Yakuza games.
I've played.
Look at how many Yakuza games there are.
You have to play Yakuza.
Look at all of the Yakuza games.
Yakuza is literally built for you.
Look at all these games.
Like, you know how you goof on me for like not liking JoJo's, but like I love Yakuza.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
I know.
You have to play Yakuza. You would absolutely fucking love it. You should start with 0 first, though. I started with 1 and 2, or the remasters of 1 and 2.
JJ,
3
you
sucks.
could play Valorant.
Play Valorant.
Yeah, but you could.
Yeah,
You could play the Walking Dead games.
I've played them all already. No, this is a good service. I'm just being a dick. But,
yeah, it's a really good service. Fucking asshole.
Hey, come on, man.
Come on, man.
Hey,
Be nice.
dude, we promise we won't do this on stream. We promise we get along. You know, the channel's doing well. Like, don't fucking put that negative energy on.
We could play Hell Let Loose together. I've told you about this game.
Yeah, I need to get on that game.
The game was fun as fuck.
Yeah. I've been looking for a good World War II game. Verdun was a good World War One.
That's what I'm saying. If you like Verdun, you like this. You and Steph can play the Legos, the Skywalker saga together.
The Lego Star Wars. You know, I haven't played that game with Steph, but I have played it with Joe.
Of course you have.
It's like my girlfriend really wanted to see the first Sonic movie, and instead I went to go see it with Joe.
That's fucked. That's fucked.
She still hasn't forgiven me. I haven't taken her to a single Sonic movie.
Now, to be fair, that's with me and Jenny too.
Yeah.
I took Joe to go see Guardians 3,
Yeah.
and she will never watch that movie
Why?
because I went to go see it without her.
She can still watch it though.
Yeah, but she won't because she's mad. That
Just out of
went.
spite.
Yeah,
But like,
because fuck me.
but doesn't she want to know what happens?
No,
at the
she
end of
doesn't
the
actually give a shit. Like,
Oh,
that
okay.
was- she cared because she wanted to see it with me.
movie? Gotcha. You were just a bad boyfriend.
Yeah. So are you apparently.
Well, it's a heavy fucking accusation there. I'm a pretty good boyfriend. I bought my girlfriend.
You just
the
called
other day-
me a bad boyfriend. I took it with. I took it at the chin.
Did you buy your girlfriend cosmic brownies yesterday? I did. Because as we all know, girlfriends need sweet treats.
Guess
They
what?
just fucking need.
Guess what, motherfucker?
What's that?
I'm gonna show you
Get
right
her a
now.
cosmic brown. What is it actually? Cosmic brownie?
No, but
Okay.
I bought her a sweet and savory treat today.
Little
You
DoorDash
dumb,
action.
you dumb motherfucker.
Oh, how cute!
Let me show you. Let me show you this shit. Let me just make sure it
What'd you
doesn't
get her?
show her address.
Maybe just say what you got.
I gotta show the screen too, so everyone knows. See
It's-
that?
It's not gonna see. It.
See that,
It's just
guys?
It's just a blur.
Chat, you see that?
It's not gonna. Oh, ooh.
Come on a little bit. It's hers. Why am I holding it like that? You dumb idiot.
This is pure entertainment right here.
There it is. I bought her.
I can't.
I bought her food.
Yeah.
There it is.
Nerds.
I bought her nerds. I bought her
Smart food. Oh, okay. Where was that from? Like
CVS.
7-Eleven? Oh.
Yeah.
Investigate 7-Eleven.
And then did you buy Steph flowers on the 21st?
Why was it 21st?
The first day of spring?
What's that have to do with anything?
He doesn't watch TikTok. All
I
is,
watched TikTok.
All I know is I
Oh,
bought.
I don't think you were there during the basket wars. I want a boo basket.
I was
I want a
there.
Christmas basket.
got-
I'm like, Christmas is coming. Why do you need a fucking basket?
No,
Where's my basket?
JJ. My fiance got so fucking mad at me about the boo basket thing.
Really?
Yeah, because she was like, I sent you so many TikToks about it and you didn't get it.
Oh my god. See, I hate that. Just tell me. Just tell me.
She did by sending
She
me
did tell you?
TikToks.
No. That's not telling you. That's
If you can't catch a
that's-
hint at that point, I figured
I
that's
do
what she wanted, but I was like, I
can
just
catch
couldn't, I
the
never got
smallest
it.
nuances of media, but when my girlfriend's like sending me a bunch of TikToks, I'm just like, oh, that's a fun TikTok, and that's all I read into it.
I was ahead of the Burr. I was ahead of the Burr basket. I was ahead of the Burr basket.
the Burr basket as well.
The Burr basket. I was ahead of that shit. I bought the Burr basket in November.
She asked me for another basket recently. There's
The
another
Valentine's one.
No,
I got my
different.
fiance a Valentine's basket without a stupid TikTok.
Easter basket.
For Easter, I'm going. For Easter, I'm bringing my fiance to a brunch.
With who?
Just me and her.
Oh, just the two of you.
Yeah, we're going to brunch. We're
Throw
going.
me in there. Hey, what's up? That'll be a good little fucking surprise.
Yeah, you just show up. Hey. We're going to New Haven. We're going to get some brunch, and then after that, we're gonna go to a museum, and after that, we're gonna get some Italian pastries, And then after that, we're gonna watch movies, chill out, hang out, and then I go home.
Do some blood.
Yeah, snort some coke, buy some.
Pull Joey Diaz.
What's that mean?
You don't know Joey Diaz? Stand-up comedian, very funny. He's the one. You probably know the soundbite. He's like, "Get up, cocksuckers! It's all over. Salute the flag." Yeah.
Okay, I know him. Yeah.
I want to set that as my fucking
Your
morning
ringtone?
alarm.
That's so
Get up,
funny.
Scott. But Steph would be like, "No."
But
before we end the stream, I need to tell you a recent obsession of mine.
oh yeah, you're gonna tell me that. What's your recent obsession?
So I bought not one, not two, not three, but 4 history books that I'm reading simultaneously. And I gotta tell you, I'm feeling more patriotic than I've ever fucking felt.
Are they all about America?
They're all about America, baby.
What are the books?
Okay, so technically, actually 5. So one of them is Shogun, based on the Hulu series. That series, fucking awesome. You gotta watch.
I gotta watch it.
It's really fucking good. And the book is very.
Maybe
good.
we can talk about that next week.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
I'll watch a couple episodes and we'll talk about it.
Okay, yeah. So then I bought 1776. Very good history novel.
Isn't the movie The Patriot loosely based off of that?
Maybe.
I don't remember.
I don't know. I've never seen The Patriot.
Forget me. Forget what I just said.
Okay, cool. John Adams, which is just all about John Adams, the second
Can I
president of
ask
the United
why?
States. I was just okay. So there is a reason.
What's the reason?
So maybe you know this comedian, maybe not. He's been gaining popularity. Shane Gillis.
yes, you told me about
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
So one of my comfort. You have a comfort video, correct? Like a YouTube video that you just put on any time. You can rewatch it over and over.
Yep,
and
I
it's
have
just your
one of
comfort.
those. Yeah.
So my comfort video is Shane Gillis sitting down with Louis C.K. and just going through every single president of the United States and just talking about what they did and stuff like that. And I was like, fuck it, I want to read a fucking history book. So that's why I bought
So you said
those 2.
So you said John Adams. You said
Dude,
let me talk
you
about.
don't know.
let me
You don't
talk
know about John Adams.
one of the most
No, no,
boring
no.
presidents
That's
ever.
the exact opposite. John Adams was a fucking dog. He was like, he straight up during wartime, he would go to people's houses like, oh my God, the president's here, or yeah, like the president's here. What the fuck? And he's like, yeah, dude. So like, you mind if I chill at your place for a little bit? He's like, sure, Mr. President. And then he would like sneak a little look at the wife. It's like, how you doing? And then he would just fuck the wife while the husband's upstairs. Like, the dude was an absolute sex maniac. Dog. He was a dog. Like, you got to look into that John Adams book. It talks about all his fucking little dirty thing and how blatantly racist he was. And impregnating like 2 or 3 of his fucking slaves. Like, he was a fucking like what you just said. Oh, colonial time president. Boring. Dude, the man was a fucking menace. He needed to be stopped.
He needed to be stopped.
He needed to be stopped. And then the third one is called, which is very good. It's more of a essay type of thing. It's called, I don't know if it's this order, but Guns, Germs, and Steel. And it's all about like gun trade and the colonial times and stuff like that.
Plug this in for me.
Okay. That one's more of an essay thing. I don't read these all simultaneously. I've been really into the 1776 and John Adams one.
But why specifically that period?
It's a good jumping on point for just reading history in general because we all kind of know the basis of the Revolutionary War and stuff like that. So like just reading like the actual historical context of it. It's basically like, you know how like history books that we had are just like, and then this happened, and then this happened.
Yes,
and then
yeah.
just pretty much the bluntness of it. This one goes into detail, like during the Revolutionary War, like, you know, what did they say in like elementary school, middle school? Oh, the conditions were pretty bad. But like in the book, they're just like, there was fucking like they confused water with sewage water, so people were fucking dying from diarrhea. Just like it was just pure shit. And they had little drummer boys. There weren't a lot of women around.
Yeah, my extent to like,
Like,
history, my extent to that history is two things: Hamilton and Assassin's Creed
and
3.
those are all like, look at how great we are, and it's just like, hey there, drummer boy, and it's like, whoa, 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 where are we going here? Whoa,
Mr. Burr, what are you doing?
Yeah. Exactly, and just the generals and stuff like that, and like, you know, George Washington, which I'm gonna say this, but like it is actually
Controversial
smart.
take. Controversial take.
Well, it's more about his war strategies. Like we're all like, oh, he was such a good general. The motherfucker retreated a fucking lot, but that was actually a really good strategy because obviously Britain has all these forces, so retreating a lot actually helped them in the long run. And because the Britons didn't know the land that well, they would constantly get
Didn't
fucked.
the Viet Cong say they got most of their tactics during the Vietnam War from the American Revolution?
Yeah. I
So
believe so. Um, yeah, just retreating, and your enemy doesn't know the land, so they're fucking getting lost and drowning in rivers and shit like that. So it was actually pretty smart. Now the man was like reading about him. The book is like portraying, oh, he was such a perfectionist with everything, and it's like made to be like, oh, what a great man, such a perfectionist. But like I'm reading like this dude is a fucking asshole. He's just like literally writing letters to like his housekeepers, like make sure everything is perfect, make sure like the chairs are lined up, and this is. I'm like, dude, fuck you. You're out in war, and you're worried about like
your stupid
the
fucking
chairs. Like all he cared about was like how good presentation wise everything was. Meanwhile, his fucking teeth were literally made from. Well, no, they were made out of his slaves' teeth, which yikes,
cool,
and lead. So toward the end, or not even toward the end, like during the Revolutionary War, he's just like, like just going, he's fucking insane because he's.
I mean, he saw God. Remember that fucking story where he was like, he was like, I spoke to an angel and they told me to keep pushing forward.
Like we like to think of that like historical painting. I'm stealing Shingo's joke, but that historical painting where he's like rowing out the river. It's like there's no way. Like so, basically, the context of that painting was like it was freezing cold, and the Britons were like, "There's no way the fucking Patriots are gonna sail across a river while it's freezing cold." And George Washington, with a smart strategy, said, "No, we're gonna do it. That's what we were taught." But like. Think about it. He's got lead poisoning and stuff, so it more started like, get the fuck over there! We're fucking going! We're gonna kill him! And then, like, Jesus Christ, man, I guess so.
You know who's a really fun YouTuber to watch about history?
You probably Overly Simplified?
Oversimplified.
Yeah, he's great.
That shit's crazy. Yeah. That shit's so good. Like, you say that picture about the sailing of the Delaware. Yeah. There's that from Oversimplified that image of Napoleon Dynamite on the white horse. And he's just like, he's fucking a donkey. And like definitely wasn't on a majestic horse.
But like I love reading history now because like if you just read it for like it is part like I'm reading it for like the historical historical context of it or not, because it's legitimately an interesting time. And the fact that like, you know, like we were so European and then all of a sudden we were just like, after the Stamp Act, we were just like, what the fuck is this bullshit? You know what? We're going to separate from you motherfuckers. Fuck you. And then just like King George is like, we're going to be fine. We're going to fucking take these guys out. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, how the fuck are we losing right now?
Why is there a French guy dancing and rapping right now?
Is that Timothy Chalamet? Statistics.
What's his fucking
his fucking
SNL thing? Drip, splash, swish, swish.
And then I'm reading it for just like, you know, John Adams. You think it's boring as fuck. It's like the man was a dog. He couldn't keep his dick out of anything. The man was a sexual menace to society.
Nothing as president, bro. He was boring. No one wanted him a second term.
I haven't gotten that far into the book. All I've heard about is how he's a sexual dog.
He only had one term. He was kind of forgettable. The British took
John Adams was not forgettable.
The British took advantage of him.
Name the third president.
Thomas Jefferson.
Fuck. Name the fourth president.
James Madison.
Holy fuck. Do you actually know all these?
Not all of the presidents.
Name the fifth one. Sixth one.
Give me a sec. Yo, what the fuck? What's his name? Something Monroe. James Monroe was the fifth president.
Wasn't James Monroe an actor?
Something Monroe was the
Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah, Marilyn Monroe.
Wow,
That's
they
what I'm talking
fucking the
about.
Kennedys. Fucking.
Were you that? Are you that shocked that I know at least the first 4?
I don't know the first 4.
So I could be lying to you. You don't even
Right,
know.
exactly. Yeah, true. I guess.
Presidents.
Let's see. We should try to memorize these.
I was right. I got the first 5.
God damn, nice.
The first 5. Get
John Quincy Adams, Andrew Jackson. Very cool. I also have the
Wait, just so the stream can know, I got the first 5. I'm gonna get rid of my
I
camera.
would not have been able to do that.
I got the first 5, baby. The first 5, and then after that, you could have fooled me. I don't know.
Yeah, who? Abraham Lucan?
Abraham, dumbass.
All right, man.
Dude got shot, bro.
Franklin D.
Should've
Roosevelt. More like Franklin D. trying to hide my fucking legs that don't work. Roosevelt.
Franklin D. Remove all the Japanese from our country.
Fireside chats, except for the.
I want you to know. So, like in elementary school, they had us do like a thing about all the presidents, and like everybody, for whatever fucking reason, wanted to do George W. Bush.
Yeah,
we were all like
well,
8
9/11.
Yeah,
Just like we were
everyone
all
was
popped
like,
up on.
I was more because I was a dumbass as a kid. I was like, George, oh, he must be a descendant of George Washington.
Well, yeah.
So I was like,
I'll share the first name. Yeah.
I was like, man, I want to do George W. Bush, but like half the fucking class did. So our teacher had to give it to like 2 students to do, so not everyone did the same person. So she said, why don't you do Franklin D. Roosevelt? So I was like, all right. And I learned a lot about Franklin D. Roosevelt, learned like about how he pretty much saved America from the fucking Great Depression.
Yeah.
And pretty much helped lead America into World War II. Crazy fact, could never find about the Japanese internment camps that we had.
I think I did learn that eventually in high school.
I learned that in
had
high
a
school.
Pretty good high school.
I learned that, or no, I probably learned that in
history
middle
teacher.
school. I learned this in middle school.
And then
you had the Japanese
and then
internment
scroll
camps.
down, and then the dog himself, Harry S. Truman, where Oppenheimer's like, "Are we sure this is a good idea?" He's like, "I would have fucking dropped 5 on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, you fucking pussy."
Dude, yeah, like that's what I like about history, because like as a kid,
And pretty diverse
are-
crowd too.
hey, look at all these white men with beards and mustaches. What I like about history is kind of looking back at like the obvious like propagandized like glorified version of history.
Well, that's why I want to read more into it.
And then
because
like
these
what you're
history
saying,
books
yeah.
are just very like, no, like the man owned slaves and had lead in his fucking system. He's a
Yeah.
fucking lunatic toward the end of his.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I think that's what I like about it too, bro.
Yeah, that's why I want to learn more about it. The other 2 books were I said, or one more was which I haven't started, is The Guns of August, I think it's called, which is a World War I version. And then I'm reading another one because I'm trying to write something like a book, but I didn't want to buy it physically because I'm basing the villains off of I don't know if I can say it on YouTube. The one with the N. The one in World War II. The bad guys in World War II. Nazis. Yeah, so there's this book that's really good about
Also, you can say that.
You can? All right.
Yeah.
So there's this really good book. Like I read reviews about it and stuff like that about the Third Reich, aka Nazis and stuff.
Yeah.
The only problem with the cover of it is it's a giant fucking swastika. I don't really want to be carrying that around in the house. So luckily, Kindle Unlimited, which I have, has it downloaded on there. But I looked up reviews on it, and one of the reviews was just like, "I need to read this for my history class, but I don't want to be on the train ride with a book with a swastika on it." And then someone like commented underneath it was just like, "You just have to keep nodding your head every single time, and then you turn the page, just be like." Or someone said, "Get another dust jacket over the book and just try not to see it like that."
That's so
It was
funny.
like, I understand it's a book about Nazis, so you need to have a swastika somewhere on the cover there, but it's just like dirt right and center, just like rise and fall of the Third Reich, and it's just like, I don't really want
Couldn't we
to.
just get an image?
You know,
of,
just like, oh, here's Lord of the Rings. Here's what the fuck is
couldn't you just get an image, like a still image of like a picture from
right?
like
Not even Hitler. Like even Mein Kampf, they still sell Mein Kampf, but it's literally just like a black like nothing. It's just blank. It's just the color black and just the words Mein Kampf on top of it. Like you could buy them. You would probably be put on a list if you bought the book, but you can buy Mein Kampf.
Yeah, people who would buy that are. I understand curiosity.
If you're like a history major, then I guess. But
No,
like even then,
no.
like I think your teacher should maybe just scan. Like he should own the copies so he can scan passages and stuff like that for that.
Yeah, then force all your students to buy my. It's just
Yeah, you have to buy Mein Kampf.
Yeah, that's really dumb.
You have to.
That's really cool, JJ.
Yeah.
I want you to know, like a while ago, I got really into ancient Rome. Not the whole like I'm obsessed with the Roman. Yeah, I was not. I wasn't like on the train of like I'm obsessed with the Roman Empire, like that fucking thing that trend on TikTok.
My
Because I was playing Total War.
My girlfriend
Total War
asked
Rome.
me that, and I was just like, "Why don't you ever ask me about Middle Earth? I could talk to you about Middle Earth." He's like, "No, like I'd rather you like." I'm like, "Ask me." Literally, so Amazon just had a sale
Yeah.
on all of the Tolkien books, including the history of Middle Earth Tolkien books. I bought that shit for $23. I was like, "Fucking word!" And then like stuff's like, "What you reading there?" I do a lot of reading, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, the histories of Middle Earth." It's like she's like, "Is it like a story?" I'm like, "It's passages of the story, but it's not complete." And then the rest of it is just notes from his son, just talking about it and stuff. She's like, "That sounds really boring," and I'm like, "It's not."
You shit, dumb.
She said.
She called you a nerd.
She said
she reads
yeah.
crazy, just like you, but she still
yeah,
called you the nerd.
Well, she reads smut. To be fair,
Yeah, she does read smut.
But like, literally, it's like those books are like literally like half of them are just appendices and like fucking just context and like 20% of it is story.
Really
and
sadly,
she hit me with the like, it's not even real. Like you're reading historical context or something that's not real at all. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, but it's fun. It builds more to the story.
Yeah, it does.
It's like, why do you think I read like this lore of Destiny? Because like I want to know the history of it.
We should do a stream where you explain the lore of Destiny and I go into Kingdom Hearts again. We need another Kingdom Hearts lore video, dude.
That would be insane. But thank you guys for watching the stream. I know it's a late one. I work late this week and next week, so expect around the same time next week. We'll try to. I'll let JJ know if we do Shogun. Because I have to watch it.
It's good.
And if not, maybe we'll do just like another like Helldivers stream, just because it's late and everything, and you will be actually working the next day versus today where you're not working the next day.
Nope.
So, but yeah, ultimately, I think we need to talk more about microtransactions. We already do, but I like there is legislation in many countries, including the EU, regarding microtransactions. I just wish America was more caring, but fuck this dumb country sometimes.
Wow.
But
thanks, Hassan Piker.
Yeah, thanks, Hassan, for turning me into a radical.
That's a real hot take you got there.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm so patriotic, it's not even funny.
Yeah, you're like
these books are so making me like, yo, America is fucking solid, actually.
Yeah, America's badass.
It is badass, dude.
No,
I fucking love this country's so good, man.
The country is a fever dream. That's what it is. This country is a fever dream, dude. Like to think like that was going on, and then like right now where you have like a president who doesn't know what the fuck he's saying. You had Mitch McConnell finally retiring after everyone was like, "No, he's good. He's okay." Well, dude, feigning in the middle of his fucking press conferences.
Okay. Actually, I don't get into politics.
What's her name?
Thing.
What are one of the oldest fucking senators or representatives almost got into a car crash because she can't fucking see because she's so old.
No, yeah, like how we're worried about like, yeah, Facebook, that's fine. TikTok though is
yeah. Remember when Facebook rigged the 2016 election?
My favorite. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this on stream. I might have mentioned it too. One of my favorite fucking moments ever in the whole TikTok hearing thing, when they were putting that guy on blast or whatever. They were just like, one of the guys was just like, all right, so on my TikTok, I spent a little time on your app, and all I see are little boys dancing in thirst traps. What's that about? And then the guy's like, the TikTok algorithm only displays what you like and what you view and watch time and stuff like that on your For You page. And then the guy goes, but I'm not gay. And then it's just a little silence. And he's like, all right, my time is done.
You know what we could talk about next week if I don't get into Shogun
What's that?
fast enough? Have you seen the Quiet on Set?
Yes, I have.
The Nickelodeon thing? We could talk about that next week.
Yeah.
I've watched that too.
That shit is
That shit's crazy.
bonkers.
That shit's crazy.
And like even the like the real world stuff that's happening now.
It's gonna be a fifth
Crazy.
episode.
I know. I heard that about Drake Bell's going to be in it, and a couple of the other peeps. I don't know if it's like one of those like made after the fact of the documentary and just like a table.
It sounds like
discussion.
it sounds like it
thing.
might be just because it's coming out.
Yeah, just because it's so funny too. How no one's really pointing this out, but Nickelodeon is like basically Warner Brothers owns Max, right? So this is just kind of like not a hit piece, but it's just funny, like Cartoon Network, just like bah,
bang
to Nickelodeon. Just
I was like, because I thought originally it was on Hulu. Because then that would have been. It is.
Yeah,
on,
well, it's
no,
on
yeah.
it's on Discovery,
it's on Max,
but that's
sometimes.
technically on Max.
I was saying like, because if it was on Hulu, then I was like, damn, Disney really did a hit piece against Nickelodeon.
Nah, it's
That's
Warner
crazy.
Brothers.
I always talk.
They're just like, we'll write off our fucking movies, but God forbid we let this children's network survive.
Yeah, no way. No, but yeah, thank you guys all for watching the stream.
Yeah.
Like we said, a video essay should be out sometime next month, beginning of the next month.
Mm-hmm.
It might be me, it might be JJ who puts the video out. We'll see how things go by the time the second week of April comes around. And next week we'll probably talk about Shogun. If not, Quiet on Set. But
if not, about how America is so fucking good. We're prime time, baby. Let's
remember
go.
we wanted to do a history podcast.
Yeah, and that fell apart.
We never did it.
Quick.
Oh no, we did do it. It just didn't
It
really
didn't work out at all.
wasn't a good stream.
No.
Or video.
Podcast, video, whatever it is.
I mean, we could do one though if you really want to.
I kind of
Like once a month, we could
we gotta
just
have
do like.
we gotta have Joe in it though, because Joe is like really into history. Like I'm just dipping my toes into it, kind of like really reading into the stuff. But like Joe knows all about that shit.
Yeah, we could definitely.
He's
do
just
that.
not too tech savvy, so we gotta like have him in person, sit down. Because
no.
having Joe explain
Dude.
like about Mike's input and out,
Real
and, like,
quick.
it's just like
One of the dumbest,
not-
goofiest fucking things that happened with me, JJ, and
yeah.
Joe was a few
that's
weeks
why
back.
like you just tell him to download the Discord app. I'm like, dude, that's gonna be asking a lot.
we were playing Helldivers, and I told him, and he
Yeah.
was like, I joined him on Discord, and then he's like, he wouldn't fucking join. And I was like, why aren't you joining? He's like, oh, because we're talking in voice chat on PSN.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, just tell Joe to download Discord. Why is he fucking on PSN?
Because I feel
and I'm like, oh yeah, because they're
you
both
don't
playing on
understand.
PlayStation.
Yeah,
So then I was just like, tell him to download Discord. He's like,
that's not. Gonna
nah,
work.
that's not happening.
It's not gonna work.
So I had to download the PSN app again.
Yeah,
So I'm going to download the fucking app
Yeah.
because I'm
Yeah,
apparently
yeah.
more tech savvy than someone who's
Joe.
the same age as me.
You know Joe.
I know. He's an old man.
Yeah, he's an old Italian man in a little young Italian.
And
man
then
body.
it still took like no. At first, I thought you guys wanted to do voice chat in Helldivers, so I kept
Right, yeah, we were
talking to you
trying to
guys,
do that, but
and
it
I
wasn't
couldn't.
working.
It wasn't working.
Yeah.
So then we did PSN,
Yeah.
and then it started to work.
Mm-hmm.
And then because I was technically working at the time, I had to get off
Yeah.
the call.
Yeah, you were doing your own thing, and we were like, "What the fuck is Peter doing?"
Yeah, and I was still playing the game, but yeah. Check us out next week. It'll be Tuesday unless something changes. If not, it'll be Thursday. Yeah, we'll go from there, guys. But appreciate you guys watching this stream.
Yeah.
Please go ahead and watch JJ's video that's already out if you haven't. Check out our Dragon Ball tier list video as well. The short and sweet version you can watch, or the long stream archive version of it, whichever is your preferred cup of tea. And we'll see you all guys next week.
Bitches.